there a time and a place to wear certain things? Or should students be taken out of class for wearing a simple spaghetti strap? Is there such a thing as too strict of a dress code? The dress code implemented on the female body has been described as a means into which limit distraction. But what is the distraction? Is the female body the distraction to the male students? Is the male dress code harsh? If not, how come the female student body has implemented such rigorous dress code? But is it a simple female versus male issue? Or is it a system issue as a whole? The strict regulations for female students from the outside looking in may seem like a simple means of structure and discipline, but a closer look will show the sexist and discriminatory ways it has converted into. The rigid and almost impossible to follow dress code implemented by schools makes a destructive impression on young girls. The strict dress requirements and almost manhunt-like chase through the halls to enforce such dress codes makes a place that should be safe, such as a school, a place where they are judged and are enforced to follow standards to minimize the male distraction. Such impressions is catastrophic to all young girls' self-esteem and outstanding trust to teachers and staff. Who should young and impressionable girls trust most than their teachers and staff? Not having that trust can lead to lashing out and other than satisfactory performance. Although most schools possess a much heavier dress code on their female students, the Texas school districts are one of the harshest and have at many points found themselves in news broadcastings being criticized for their unjust and jarring dress code. Here is a few of the dress code prohibitions they have. Holes in jeans or pants may not be more than 4 inches above the top of the knee. Skirts and shorts may be no shorter than 4 inches from the top of the knee. This includes shorts, skirts that are worn with leggings, and tank tops, undershirts, or muscle shirts are not allowed. Revealing clothing and see-through materials are not acceptable. Low-cut necklines and or revealing clothing, including see-through materials, are not acceptable, and all undergarments must be covered. In contrast, the dress code that is applicable to male students is pants, jeans must be worn above the hip bone, no sagging, and clothing must be appropriately sized and remain at the waistline, and muscle shirts are not allowed. The education system as a whole is meant to enforce structure and discipline, but at what cost? The rigid standards for dress codes end up doing more harm than good. The discriminatory dress code falls into the narrative of pushing sex stereotypes. In an interview with Atlantic, a student highlights the discriminatory atmosphere surrounding the dress codes and stated, "I have never seen a boy called out for his attire, even though they also break the rules." There is no denying that there is a need for discipline and structure, but how the situation as a whole is handled is unjust. Girls are taken out of class, disrupting their valued learning, and in some extreme cases are suspended or expelled. There is one instance where a school in Clay County made a female student breaking dress code wear a bright yellow shirt with the capital letters written on it, dress code violation. She was made walk through the halls for the rest of the day dressed like that. That is not discipline. That is public shaming. Is public shaming and sexualization of the female body not harsh and an unusual form of punishment? Limiting what women wear onto an enlist and to only enlist a fraction of that to men is harsh and unfair. Girls shouldn't have to worry of being taken out of class for a minor offense and have their male peers walk through the campus without a trouble.